What's up, you guys? It is Alana, your favorite realtor with Compass. I am coming at you guys with my most highly suggested video in regards to passing your real estate salesperson exam. In this video, I will have detailed instructions on how to go about preparing yourself before getting into the testing center. So ultimately, we are working up to getting you through this exam. Before we go ahead and jump into the content, if you have not already, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button below. I post content about Boston real estate often. I go ahead and do city tours to give you tips and tricks and anything about real estate. So if that interests you, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Also, I am a Boston realtor. I am literally here to assist you. So if you're looking to buy, sell, or rent or anything in the area, please do use me as a point of contact so I can assist you on your search, and hopefully we can find the best dream home for you. You want to go ahead and get your notebook, get a pen. You're gonna learn a lot of info. So without further ado, let's get in it. So before I go ahead and just give you guys a rundown, I wanted to be able to share my story so you guys could also draw your parallels to see how my story could better help navigate yours. I took my 40-hour class in Massachusetts in January. It's supposed to take 1 month max to get any paperwork back for pre-approval. And a month is not even that quick, but it is faster than what I got mine at. Why are they pre-approving you? They want to make sure you are not a criminal going ahead to get your real estate license. Are you a criminal? No? You're good. I sent mine to PSI by the time I'm done with the class. It was the January-February cusp. I did not receive not even a phone call for my exam, my pre-approval. I didn't even get to schedule an exam. I didn't get anything until June. I don't know what's going on, but if you're having PSI problems, PSI sucks. I don't know about the other states, they suck. So don't feel too discouraged about it. They suck. All of this is happening, and I'm sitting here trying to navigate, and I'm in school at this point, and I didn't want to be in school by the time I took this exam. I didn't hear any confirmation from PSI until July 4th. I didn't take my exam until August. No, I did not pass the first time, and I will tell you why when we get into the logistics of things. I absolutely get it. I was seeking out for a video like this, and the responses were, just study. Sis, I did. The hell, like, what am I saying with my eyes closed? Like, no. Now that I've poured my life out to you, I'm going to go ahead and get into the meat of things so we can help you pass. My step one to passing this real estate exam is you have to find your websites. Where are you getting your resources, right? I used Prep Agent as my it-all be-all. Ash was the one that referred that system to me, said it worked wonders for him, but Prep Agent is something that you would want to invest in. You have full access to Prep Agent on YouTube. I went off of the video, like the video definitions and things like that, so I can go ahead and watch, look at the transcript, read through the transcript, copy the transcript. This entire book is dedicated to Prep Agent. The entire book. Not a page is for anything else, okay? You're going to have to lock yourself somewhere, and you're going to have to study these terms. And if you have OCD like myself, like I like to color coordinate, helps with my eyes, things like that. So this is what you should be committing yourself to, because you know, when you're going for this exam, we're not talking about burgers and french fries. We're talking about easements and a subordination clause. My second and best tip I have for you: go into this exam with some strategy. I'm going to have you sit here, have a paper in front of you. When you get into your exam, one of those sheets of paper is going to be used as your tally sheet. What is this tally sheet for? You are to shoot for 66 questions right. I'll tell you all the numbers in a second. You have 80 questions on the national portion of the exam. PSI distributes an extra 10 experimental questions that do not count towards you. You still need 70%. So because 10 of those don't count, you still only need 56 correct. Does that make sense? Shoot for 66. Why do I say that? Because what happens is when you go into an exam center, you're like, I feel like I got this right. You don't know if you are confident about an experimental question. If you are confident about an experimental question, you just did yourself a disservice. You have a margin of error of those 10 questions. So shoot past 10. Be confident with 66 questions out of the 90 questions that are distributed to you. So now you go into the exam, you read the questions, and you say, cool, I'm confident with that one. I'm gonna tally it. Tally with confidence. If you know the question and you are confident on that, tally it. If you have a moment of doubt, it's too much, mark it. Confidence, tally it, not mark it. Do not go back. So when you are done, click next. You don't click back, none of that. Skip that part. You get to the end of the 90 questions. Now you have your marked questions. It'll ask you, now, are you done? Do you want to go to your marked questions or your unanswered questions? Go back to your marked questions. At that time, when you go back to look at your marked questions, look at your tallies. See how much you've tallied. Count. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You might be at 45. You should start to kind of calculate the math. You know, I'm confident about these and I have these marked. Are you able to add those together? And are you able to get to that 66 number? When it comes to the state portion of the exam, now the numbers are slightly different. You are given 40 questions that count, an extra 5 experimental questions. So that means you have 45 questions total. You still need a 70%. The 70% is 28. You need 28 correct. Add that buffer of 5 points because we have 5 experimental questions. So 28 plus 5, you get 33. Let's shoot for 33 as opposed to 28. Cool. Perfect. Literally exactly the same. Do not look at the ones that you were confident on ever again. That'd be that, you know. Another tip that I have for retakers. One, if you are retaking your exam, I am so proud of you. Out of all people, really do understand that it is very discouraging to have to go and take an exam over and over and over again. It's okay. What I want you to go ahead and do is I want you to get out your actual physical copies of your results, and I want you to go ahead and look at it side by side. But I have 2 here, for instance, and what I've done is I went and highlighted the topics that I realized the marks were not as close. So like everything else I have like 4 out of 6, 4 out of 4, 4 out of 6. Financing, 2 out of 8. General principles of agency, 7 out of 10. Things like that. Those are the topics that I highlighted here. You want to do that with every single exam that you get for both the national and the state portions. And you want to see if you find some type of common denominator. So what I found was a common denominator was the general principles of agency, contracts, and practice of real estate. So now when you find these things, this is the only time where I found the textbook to be useful, was that the textbook was the only place that had these as their topics. So I couldn't find any practice of real estate outside of the real estate book. I also found that the textbook just didn't help. But if you find that in the sections you don't find any information, go and take the practice exams at the end of the chapters for that, maybe the practice of real estate chapter, so then you can go ahead and see what the questions are, what kind of questions that you'll be asked. So then after, you know, you're just kind of getting some more practice with those questions as whole. Other than that, I am done with my spiel here. This was the most requested video that I had. If you guys have any more questions in regards to the real estate exam, about Boston and real estate, if you want me to walk you through these things personally, I absolutely can help you with that. I'll leave all of my extra information below. But without further ado, I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening, and I'm gonna go eat now. I'm hungry. But yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.